we come, as we come every evening, every morning, when we give 30 minutes out of our busy day to commemorate, to celebrate our spiritual resurrection. Because I believe the moment we surrender our heart to love, in particular the cosmic Christ's love, I believe we have a spiritual resurrection. We come from third dimensional energy right up through fourth into fifth. That surely is a resurrection. So let us just relax. Let us come together as brothers and sisters, and let us be comfortable with one another as we embrace the Supreme and reawaken our I Am Presence, our God Center, the divine within us. So let's just for a moment chill, relax, and give ourselves permission to allow the company of heaven come to us, prepare us to hear the word or message from the cosmic Christ. And if we need healing of mind, body, or spirit, this is the time, this is the channel where the cosmic Christ will touch you. And whatever you ask in his name, he will do it. But if there are blocks in your life or a resistance to change or to facing your greatest fear, whatever, then that healing can be delayed. So let us just come, relax, be still, and honor the divine within us. So what I would like to do now is to just switch that music off for a second and just be still for a moment and play this beautiful song, this sacred love, because that's what our love is for the Christ and the Christ's love for us.
I can't describe to you just how I feel. It's all so magical, somehow unreal. I hold up faith and love beyond my dreams, a sacred trust of us eternally, affirming everything. I give you this, my life, my love, my heart, my softest kiss. We've had our
Ups and downs,
and made it through. So here we stand today, your hand in mine, beyond
my dreams.
of broken dreams. I see the future come before my eyes. You are the
Just relax and allow the Spirit touch you.
For I have always known you were the one. The song that sings to me so tenderly. The one who knows me as I know myself. And in uncertain times, you guide my way beyond my fears of broken dreams. We see a future come before our eyes. We have it's so true, as pure when we say goodbye. We'll see us through to share the
And that's the love of the cosmic Christ, a sacred love for you and me. So let us relax in our mind, our body and spirit. Just be still. Feel your heart beating. Feel it exploding with love within your being for the Christ. For He loves you. And He invites you to join Him on this beautiful journey of reawakening your divine self as a beloved, a child of God. And now we just take a deep breath, and relax. And allow the divine masculine and feminine energy really touch you now, as we call on Sri Krishna and all of the great masters and deities to come and support us as we embrace the cosmic Christ. And I would like to read to you some thoughts that may help in your quiet times as you embrace Christ consciousness. We cannot bear to put ourselves in the same class as the afflicted, yet this is also the road to our resurrection, to fuller, richer life. For it is our hatred of what is buried within us, our fear of it and guilt about it, which keeps it excluded from our awareness. And it is precisely this exclusion which maintains it as an enemy felt to be working against us, preventing us embrace the cosmic Christ. When received into awareness, it loses its power to hurt or destroy, and in time contributes positively to the well-being and depth of the personality. Let us just allow the Supreme speak to our hearts and explain to us what the Father, Mother, God with the cosmic Christ would like us to do right now. They may be wanting to connect with us on a deeper level, or they may just want us to be still and sit in the presence of love. And behind me, you will see lights in the shape of a heart. That was divinely guided. It wasn't put there as a decoration. It was put there as a sacred symbol to represent the mystical heart of God. And each day at morning prayer, evening prayer, the vigil, and again the midnight soiree, the lights change color because we are guided in our heart to put the color that the Christ asks us to put there. So now we have the red and the blue, creating a warm impact on the heart. And with each flash of the lights, it represents a pulse beat for the Supreme trying to touch mankind. To touch a people who are so busy texting, faxing, phoning, emailing, to the point of exhaustion. And if they don't receive a text, they have withdrawals. So what happens when the Christ is trying to text us, but there's no signal? The heart is closed. There's no stillness or silence. There's no time to connect with God. Let us now come to the table of blessing and let us take our place in the presence of the Supreme. And let us listen to the words that we shared early this evening. Very powerful words. A message from the Christ to a dear friend of mine 2 or 3 years ago. To know me is to live each moment. To know me is to live each moment. To live each moment with my name upon your lips. Not Lady Gaga or Frank Sinatra or Dusty Springfield or all the great artists, but the name of the cosmic Christ. So to know me is to live each moment with my name upon your lips. To know me, the Christ says, is to radiate the joy that I am. Not to go around with a face that looks like a wet Sunday, but to allow others see the light of the risen Christ in your eyes, in your smile. There should be joy flowing from your heart. And if there is no joy in your life, then you need to ask in prayer why that is. Why are you living an unlived life? Is it because you spend too much time on yourself, focusing on your negative faults, rather than reclaiming your divinity as a child of God? Or is it that you're so busy and preoccupied with running other people's lives at the expense of hurting yourself? The Christ says, and in that knowing be secure, for what harm can befall when we walk so closely? An invitation. That is an invitation from the Christ. These are not my words. I came here this evening hoping to read a chapter from the wonderful book, The Coming of the Cosmic Christ by Matthew Fox, an author I love dearly. But suddenly, as soon as I clicked the record button, the whole format has changed, and thank God it has, because it shows that the cosmic Christ is speaking to you and me. He's guiding us to support one another. That's why we're here, not to condemn, like many of us have been condemned from the pulpit in the past. No. It's to be willing to honor that inner voice that's speaking to you and to share that with another and not to be afraid of what they think, say or do. Let's see what else the Christ has to say. For your life is mine to command. What is that saying? What is that saying to your heart? For your life is mine to command. You have agreed it shall be thus. Take unto yourself only the love that I am. Take unto yourself the love that I am. Hold that and allow it be absorbed by the heart. And feel the spark of love within you connect with your higher self. And the Christ says, no harsh word or scolding will change that which refuses to hear, but change that which is within. Powerful. Only that will transform and heal. Only that will transform and heal. Seek only those endeavors would match your own. Seek only those endeavors that would match your own. What is that saying? What do you sense that is saying to you? Yes, we should establish boundaries in our relationship with God and with each other and with friends. And those who are not of like mind, maybe it's time to cut the cords and to send them love. We cannot afford to have on our spiritual journey those who drag us down, those who repeatedly drag us down, and those who are unwilling to face their own baggage. This is a time to be clear in your thinking and in your loving of God. This is a time when we must take back our power as a beloved of God. Because if we don't, we end up losing the gifts that we are given. Our head will fool us into believing, oh no. Many of my friends and clients say, oh, come back on the road, we miss you. Let's do a retreat in Egypt again. Oh, let's go back to the islands. Oh, let's do this. Oh, Madeira, the therapists want you to go back because it's 6 years since you were there. And I'm very tempted. Oh, I am. A bit of sunshine, a bit of spoiling, some 5-star. Oh, just what a Franciscan needs. A bit of 5-star and pampering and all that beautiful food. Oh, sister, I'm salivating. But that's the ego, not the heart. It's important that we honor the heart. It's important that we listen to what is the Supreme asking of you now. Is he wanting you to live a miserable existence? I don't think so. He wants you to be free and happy with your partners, or to live the celibate life. He's not imposing celibacy on you. That is your free choice. That is your gift of self. He doesn't impose that. But he wants you to be free. Seek only those whose endeavors would match your own. Now that takes courage. It takes courage to jettison those who drag you down. It takes courage to face your fear as to why you do that, why you allow people into your space who take away your peace. I'm no longer burdened by so many people visiting and phoning me as they did years ago. Because the message from the Cosmic Prize is very simple. It's to empower others, take back their power, not to sit and wallow with them, but to empower them, take back their power. And if they refuse, then that's their journey. We must let them go with a blessing. And finally, Jesus is saying, for in the company of like-minded, who could begin to know what could transpire? Who could know what could transpire? Are we willing to take that chance? Are we willing to come out of our comfort zone? Are we willing to walk in the snow in our bare feet? I do. And you know what? I don't feel the cold. But God isn't asking you to get rid of your high heels, your makeup and your fancy clothes. Not at all. He wants you probably to elaborate more with them. He wants you to be happy. He wants you to prioritize what is relevant in your life and what isn't. He doesn't want you to end up like Imelda Marcus, who had thousands of pairs of shoes, and God bless her, she only had 2 feet. 2 feet. And I think she'd 10,000 pairs of shoes. My word. That is sad, isn't it? That poor soul must be desperately insecure to put her happiness in material things. They don't bring you comfort. For a moment you might feel totally ecstatic that you've got a designer pairs of shoes on your feet. I couldn't care less. I'd rather have a mug of coffee and chocolate biscuit. What I'm saying, the Christ is speaking to you and me. He's inviting us to take seriously his message and be still. Are you willing to trust him? Are you willing to go that extra mile? Yes, you are. Well, let's listen to him now as we ask him to speak and touch us. Let us listen to his voice. And as we sit at this table, we know that we are beloveds of God. And he just wants to sit there looking at us. And his eyes aren't even moving. Can you see his eyes? They're an incredible blue. And they're not even blinking. He's scanning us. He's scanning us from the tips of our toes to the top of our head. And now he's smiling. Yes, because he likes what he sees. He sees a beloved child of God who, despite their failings, who despite the blues and depression and pain, who despite rejection and impatience and a fiery temper, he loves you. He loves me. And he's smiling because he delights in our heart. Because our heart is of God. Our heart is the beating heart of the Christ. So he's smiling because he approves, accepts, and honors the divine in you and me. Watch his face. Now let him touch you. Ask him to touch you now and lay his healing hand on you. Let us pray for dear Eleanor. Let us just focus on Eleanor and all her pain. And let us ask the Christ to place his hands on our sister right now and allow Eleanor feel the love of the Christ and her brothers and sisters. And now let us bring dear Elizabeth. Just feel the touch of the Christ on you, Elizabeth. Feel the burning rays of love come into your life right now. And be affirmed that you are loved. And dear Miriam, who battles every day to walk the simple path and gets knocked off course so easily by the negative energies that seek to destroy us. Let us focus on Miriam's mind. Excuse me. Let us see the Christ touch her mind, her beautiful crown chakra. Let us see the hand of Christ placed on the top of Miriam's head, and now his hand on her beautiful heart. Now, Miriam, feel his love for you, and know that he is well pleased, because you have triumphed with his love over greater adversities than this, and you continue to radiate love. Be still now and enjoy being a beloved of God.